Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Gallman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Gallman will run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Gallman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones going underneath for Lewis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. from the shotgun. Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down. Here we go now with Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now Ito Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Ryan, that's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll roll him out right. he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake, Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock. Here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A 1st down carry for Smith. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Ryan, airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 32 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, McCoy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Now it's Wilson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Slant pass to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Ryan will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mixon on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Burrow on 1st down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that one makes it 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying...
Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off down near the 5.
Nice play, man.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike, big stop. Let's go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 75 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
46, boys, 46.
He'll throw from the gun. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Burrow with the throw caught by Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Burrow will throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Mixon with it. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On the counter, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Bring it. Check 31. Check 31. Check 13. Check 13. Check.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mixon. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 48 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. – About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, 82 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Play action. It's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Switch.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Atlanta. On the return, here's Edmonds. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught left side, Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. They run toss to the right with Drake. A 1st down and more for Drake. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's Powell on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Now it's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On first down, Ryan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Murray a give. This is Drake.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's got Fitzgerald.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They run. It's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Now Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 41. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 31. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ito Smith, his 1st carry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. They run it again with Hill. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Edmonds. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not, because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Murray now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Gurley again here on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 36.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On the ground, this is Hill. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Picked off by Darquez Denard.
You know what? Why don't you
And he
just
takes
call it?
this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray trying again after the pick six. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan wants to throw it. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Set him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
What a play. What a play.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception, Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. After the sack on first down, Murray, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Murray, one final try. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit